What's good, family? Welcome back to All 10. It's me, Jackson. Excuse the hat. My hair look a little rough. I'm finna get it done today, though. Today. Your boy, Jackson boy, is in the Temple News. Really cool. I just got asked today to speak at my student-athlete graduation, which is really cool. So looking forward to that. But nevertheless, man, spring ball's wrapping up. Like where the team at. It's going to be good. Excited to get a little break going here, man. Hopefully I get some traveling in and all that. WrestleMania next week, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, man, so without further ado, let's get into it. Today, though, I just want to talk about a couple things that came about. First thing being the NCAA is basically proposing 5 years on a clock that starts, I believe, is either from the age of 18 or 19 years old or from your high school graduation. They get you 5 years of eligibility. However, there were some parameters in it that they wanted to put in and say you have 1 year. You have one transfer. I'm sorry. You can transfer one time, but after that you have to sit out, which I don't agree with that. And then on top of that too, I feel like the solid 5 years, I feel like it's perfect. No red shirts is fine, but I feel like with people having injuries and things like that, I feel like medical red shirts should be a thing as long as it's reasonable. So there's still some things to work through from that aspect, but I think we're moving in the right direction from what I'm hearing, which is really good, and that's a positive limelight. Like I said, I'm always shoot it straight. I'm not here to bash the NCAA. Yes, they've made some bad decisions in the past and haven't thought about the athletes a few times, but things happen, bro, and times change. Next thing, and the main thing I really want to get into today, though, is just with the transfer portal opening for basketball now, and just the portal in general, and even if you're a high school player, like, I need people to really understand that. I need you to understand this. When you go to the school, first things first, you want to make sure they have your major and whatever, and your credits and everything you're going to transfer, or you're going to be able to get into the major you want to get into. The very next thing, a list of important things, is finding out your strength coach, who's the head athletic trainer, and do they have a nutritionist? Because these are three things that are non-negotiables and people that you're going to spend probably more time with than your actual coaches. And these people are going to be either the difference between you being day one contender for a spot to play starting, being All-American, being a draft pick, or whatever. Because at the end of the day, you're going to spend more time, I promise, with that strength coach for sure. And if you're not a fan of the program or a fan of how the coach does things, like, it's not going to be a very smooth experience for you. Because at the end of the day, that is who you spend your time with, your strength coach. So when you're going on these visits and all that, like, yes, the money and the flashy things they got and the nice big building they might have that you'll never go into might look nice. But the most important thing is finding out what the strength coach's plan is for you, the nutritionist, and the athletic trainers. Because this is where you're going to spend your most time in college. And if you're already a college athlete, you know that these are the most important people to you on a day-to-day basis, keeping you healthy. And honestly, like, there's a lot of strength coaches out here, and I'm not calling nobody bad at their jobs, but there's strength coaches out here that they might have a history of players having certain type of injuries. You may be somebody that already suffers that type of injury. So do you really want to go to a program that has players already suffering from your injuries that you already have? Like, you feel me? Like, if that makes sense. We gotta stop taking these visits and just thinking about the money. Because at the end of the day, bro, I say this to my friends and people and all the time about, like, the whole world of NIL and the revenue sharing. It's just like, when you transfer or go to another school, I'm not faulting you at all, and it's good to go get more money and things like that, but it's just like, make sure that you are not transferring and receiving a bunch of money to get paid to end your career, if that makes sense. So let's just say you're transferring from school A to school B, and school B is like, yeah, you're gonna come in here, we're gonna pay you $1 million, but it's not home, like, you're not comfortable there, and you don't know if you'll be on the field, honestly, or starting or whatever like that, or it may be some parameters you gotta work through. And let's just say, things happen. And I'm not saying nothing would happen if you would have stayed at your school, but things happen, say you don't play. Really, you just got paid $1 million to end your athletic career. Because you can't go to the draft if you're not on the field. I mean, you're going to go to the draft, obviously, but it's going to be harder to get drafted if you're not on the field. So, but yeah, that's what I want to say, bro. I'm not going to hold you up too long today. It's just really, the real thing I want to hit on is when we're taking these visits for the portal, high school recruits and all that, you want to make sure that you are tuned into what the strength staff is talking about, what the head athletic trainer is talking about, and if they have nutritionists, what the nutritionist is talking about. Because these are all three things that are more important than your position coach, the money that they're offering you and the head coach. I promise you, because you're going to spend more time or more resources with these people than you will with the actual football, basketball, baseball, whatever your sport is. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm going to catch y'all later. I'm going to get some more content pumped out this weekend. See y'all then. Deuces.